Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here. Weather in a minute. It is Monday, the 5th of May, and I want to point out the rotation that you can see here in the Ohio Valley. It's not going anywhere, and this pretty much has been there since over the weekend, and it's going to be there for another day or two before it finally starts getting ejected to the northeast. And in the meantime, because it's sitting there rotating, you can see the moisture that's off the uh, coast of North Carolina and Virginia is streaming northward. And while there has been a break in some of the rains during the overnight period, we've got more showery rains and possible thunderstorms to deal with as we go through the day. And as far as the radar goes, as of 8 a.m. Eastern time, you can see how it's all lined up. So there's not really much going on during this morning. But as this rain area starts to push northward and then eventually arcs back northwestward, rotating around that upper low to the west, we're going to get into these showery rains. Now, I do want to point out that the severe weather risk today is to the west and south across Pennsylvania and Ohio, down into West Virginia, Virginia, and North Carolina. This is where the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms. And then as we move to tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we're going to see that the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk across northeastern Pennsylvania, northwest New Jersey, on up into the Catskills and into southern New York, and general thunderstorms to the northeast of New England and into the southwest as you go into the mid-Atlantic states. The other thing I wanted to point out too is the potential for some flash flooding here. The Weather Prediction Center has a slight risk or a 15 to 40% chance for some flash flooding out of these showery rains over the next couple of days for northern New Jersey, extreme northeastern Pennsylvania, much of the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island, back to about New York City. So it's going to be a busy couple of days with all of this. So we've got to get rid of this storm system, and that is eventually going to happen as we move through the middle part of next week, this week rather, next week, but this week. We're going to see the showery rains and occasional thunderstorms continue probably into Wednesday, and then finally seeing some general improvement, although it's not completely dry, for Thursday and for Friday.